Have you ever noticed that the most peaceful and respected individuals often share very little about their personal lives? In a world that constantly encourages oversharing, true wisdom lies in restraint. The Stoics understood this well. What we reveal can empower us, but it can also make us vulnerable. As we grow older, life teaches us a crucial lesson. Not everything needs to be shared. Privacy is not secrecy. It is about control, dignity, and maintaining inner peace. Today, we'll explore 8 things you should never share with anyone. Timeless Stoic insights that will help you protect your peace, safeguard your reputation, and navigate life with quiet confidence. These principles aren't about isolation, but about self-respect and strength, knowing when silence speaks louder than words. So, before revealing your next personal thought, ask yourself, does this serve my well-being, or am I giving away a piece of my power? Stay with me as we uncover the wisdom of discretion. 1. Age, more than just a number. Have you ever noticed how quickly people judge based on age? It's often one of the first things others ask, yet behind this seemingly harmless question lies a deeper truth. Society labels people by their years rather than their wisdom. The Stoics teach us that age is merely a number, but how we live each moment is what truly defines us. When you reveal your age, people may unconsciously place you into a category. Too young to be taken seriously, too old to be relevant. These labels shape how others treat you, whether through unsolicited advice, lowered expectations, or even subtle forms of discrimination. But why should we let a number dictate our worth? Seneca reminds us, we are always complaining that our days are few and acting as though there would be no end of them. Focusing on numbers creates unnecessary anxiety about time running out, about meeting expectations, about what we should have achieved by now. But wisdom isn't measured in years. It's reflected in how we use them. By keeping your age private, you free yourself from societal limitations, allowing others to see you for your energy, ideas, and character rather than a simple number. Instead of dwelling on how much time has passed, focus on what remains to be done. Your age does not define you. Your actions do. Keep it private, not out of secrecy, but out of wisdom. Life isn't measured in years, but in moments well lived. Number 2, money, financial privacy, is key. Money has a strange power over people. It shapes relationships, influences perceptions, and often determines how others treat you. Whether you have too much or too little, revealing your financial status can change the way people see you. If you're wealthy, some will see you as a resource rather than a person, expecting favors, loans, or financial support. Generosity, when assumed, ceases to be kindness. It becomes obligation. On the other hand, if you reveal financial struggles, you risk being judged, pitied, or even looked down upon. The Stoics remind us that true wealth is not found in numbers, but in self-sufficiency and contentment. Epictetus wisely said, "Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants." The more people know about your finances, the more expectations they place upon you. Expectations that can lead to stress, resentment, and even broken relationships. Keeping your financial affairs private allows you to live on your own terms, free from assumptions and external pressures. It prevents others from defining you by your bank account, rather than your character, wisdom, and integrity. There's an old saying, money talks, but wealth whispers. True prosperity doesn't need to be announced. Whether you have much or little, let your financial situation be your own business. Protect your peace, safeguard your autonomy, and never let money, or the opinions of others about it, define your worth. Privacy isn't about secrecy, it's about control. When it comes to money, silence is power. Number 3. Family secrets, the sanctuary of home. Family is one of the deepest, most personal aspects of our lives. It is where we experience love, loyalty, and belonging, but also where we face challenges, misunderstandings, and conflicts. Every family has its struggles, its untold stories, and its private wounds. While it may be tempting to share these matters with outsiders, the Stoics remind us that what happens within the family should remain sacred. When we expose family secrets to others, we invite judgment, gossip, and interference from those who may never truly understand the depth of our relationships. Marcus Aurelius said, "Be tolerant with others and strict with yourself." This means handling family matters with discretion, patience, and wisdom. Sharing personal conflicts with outsiders can permanently damage relationships. A small disagreement, when spread beyond the household, can escalate into unnecessary drama. Struggles that could have been resolved privately instead become public spectacles, reopening wounds that could have healed with time. Keeping family matters private is not about ignoring problems, it's about protecting trust and dignity. The moment personal issues are shared, they become distorted by outside perspectives, often making resolution even harder. The strongest families are not the ones without problems, but those who handle them with unity and discretion. In a world that thrives on oversharing, the greatest act of wisdom is knowing when to remain silent. By safeguarding family secrets, you preserve not just your own peace, but the integrity of your loved ones. Let your home be a sanctuary, a place where trust is honored and where personal matters stay where they belong, within the family. Number 4. Medications. Health. Personal health is one of the most personal aspects of our lives. No matter how strong, successful, or wise we become, we are all subject to the realities of aging, illness, and medical treatments. Yet, in today's world of oversharing, many people openly discuss their medications, treatments, and health conditions without realizing the consequences. The Stoics teach us that our strength is not in dwelling on what is outside our control, but in mastering our response to it. This is why your medical history should remain private. The moment you share details about your health, you risk being seen through the lens of your condition rather than as a whole person. Conversations that once revolved around your experiences and insights may shift toward discussions about symptoms, treatments, and concerns over your well-being. Though well-intended, this shift can be limiting and even disempowering. You are not just a patient, you're a person with a lifetime of wisdom, contributions, and inner strength. Additionally, discussing your health openly often invites a flood of unsolicited advice, miracle cures, extreme diets, and alternative treatments, many of which have little scientific backing. While some may be helpful, others can be overwhelming, misleading, or even dangerous. The Stoics remind us that true resilience lies in focusing on what we can control: our mindset, actions, and discipline. By keeping your medical matters private, you maintain control over your own narrative. You decide how you wish to be seen, on your own terms. Protect your peace of mind, and remember, your health does not define you, your character does. Share wisely, seek professional advice when needed, but guard your well-being with the dignity and discretion it deserves. 5. Sexuality. Intimacy is sacred. Few things in life are as deeply personal as intimacy. It is not just about physical connection, but about trust, vulnerability, and emotional depth. As we grow older, our understanding of love and relationships evolves, shaped by experience, wisdom, and a deeper appreciation for companionship. Yet, in a world obsessed with sensationalizing private matters, keeping your intimate life private is not just wise, It is necessary. The Stoics remind us that what is sacred should be guarded, not paraded for the world to see. Why should you keep your romantic and intimate life private? Because once shared, it becomes subject to judgment, misinterpretation, and even ridicule. People project their own beliefs, biases, and insecurities onto what they don't understand. What was once a source of joy and fulfillment can quickly turn into a topic for gossip and speculation. Your relationships should be a source of strength, not a spectacle. Furthermore, discussing your intimate life too openly can erode the very bond that makes it special. Intimacy flourishes in privacy. It is nurtured by the quiet trust between two people, not by the opinions of outsiders. What you share with your partner should remain between you and them alone, unchallenged by external influences and free from unnecessary scrutiny. The Stoics teach us that wisdom lies in restraint, that strength is found in silence, and that true fulfillment does not require validation from others. Let your intimate life be a source of joy, not a public affair. Protect what is sacred, and in doing so, you will preserve its meaning, ensuring that your love remains pure, strong, and untouched by the noise of the outside world. 6. Charity, the quiet power of giving. True generosity needs no audience. In a world where people constantly seek recognition for their good deeds, real charity stands apart. It is done not for applause, but out of genuine compassion. The Stoics believed that virtue is its own reward, and that giving should be about the recipient, not the giver. When you announce your generosity, the act itself loses its purity. It shifts the focus from helping others to gaining validation. A donation made in silence carries far more weight than one done for public praise. Why should acts of charity remain private? Because when giving is tied to recognition, it risks becoming an act of self-interest rather than selflessness. When we expect gratitude or acknowledgement, we turn a noble deed into a transaction. Seneca warned that true virtue is diminished the moment we seek admiration for it. The most powerful kindness is the one that uplifts others without making them feel indebted or small. Beyond personal integrity, keeping charity private also protects the dignity of those we help. Not everyone wants to be seen as a recipient of aid. Publicizing their struggles, even with good intentions, can rob them of their pride and independence. By giving discreetly, you allow others to maintain their self-respect while still receiving the support they need. In the end, the measure of charity is not in its recognition, but in its impact. The greatest kindnesses are often those unseen, the quiet acts that leave lasting ripples in the lives of others. Let your generosity be a reflection of your character, not a performance for the world to see. In silence, there is true strength. 7. Honor, protecting your reputation. Honor is not something you demand. It is something you earn through your actions, integrity, and discipline. The Stoics believed that true honor requires no announcement. It is not built on words, but on a life lived with quiet strength. In today's world, where achievements are constantly shared for validation, it is tempting to remind others of your successes. But the more you seek recognition, the more you risk diminishing the very respect you hope to preserve. Why should honor be guarded and not broadcasted? Because the most respected individuals are those who let their actions speak for them. Marcus Aurelius warned against the need for admiration, stating that the approval of others is fleeting and outside our control. If your self-worth depends on validation, it is not truly yours. It is borrowed, fragile, and subject to the changing opinions of those around you. Constantly speaking of your accomplishments can also invite unintended consequences. It can breed envy, resentment, or even create unnecessary competition. A person who frequently reminds others of their victories may not be seen as honorable, but as boastful. In contrast, those who carry themselves with quiet dignity earn respect effortlessly. By keeping your achievements private, you protect your reputation and dignity. People will recognize your value, not because you tell them, but because they observe it through your character, your choices, and your actions. The Stoics teach us that honor is not about proving yourself. It is about living in a way that commands respect naturally. True strength lies in humility. Live with quiet confidence, and you will never have to ask for respect. It will come to you. 8. Insults. Letting go of past hurts. Have you ever found yourself replaying an insult, allowing someone's words to live rent-free in your mind? Insults, slights, and moments of humiliation are inevitable in life. No one walks through the world unscathed. We are all misunderstood, criticized, or even deliberately hurt at times. But the real question is, will we carry these wounds with us, or will we choose to set them down? The Stoics understood that clinging to past insults only deepens our suffering. When you constantly replay the words of those who have wronged you, you give them power. What was once a fleeting moment of disrespect turns into a burden that weighs you down. But why let another person's careless words dictate your peace? True strength lies in letting go, in refusing to be defined by past offenses. You cannot control what others say, but you can control how you react. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Every time you retell a painful story, you reopen the wound, keeping the pain fresh. Others may sympathize, but they cannot remove the weight from your shoulders. Only you can choose to release it. Forgiveness, in the Stoic sense, is not about excusing others. It is about freeing yourself. It means deciding that the past no longer has control over your present. The choice is simple. Carry the pain or let it go. By keeping these experiences private, you allow yourself to heal without external distortions. To let go is to reclaim your freedom. Those who control their emotions, rather than being controlled by them, command the greatest respect. Conclusion. Protecting your peace through wisdom. We've explored 8 powerful Stoic lessons that remind us of the importance of privacy, restraint, and self-respect. In a world that often encourages oversharing, true wisdom lies in knowing what to keep to yourself. When you guard your personal life with discretion, you protect your peace, preserve your dignity, and strengthen your inner resilience. Now, I want to hear from you. Which of these principles resonated with you the most? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. If this video gave you valuable insight, comment the principle you liked most, drop a like, and subscribe for more content on Stoicism and self-mastery. Remember, real strength isn't about proving yourself to others. It's about mastering yourself. Stay mindful, stay resilient, and I'll see you in the next video where we continue to explore the wisdom that leads to a stronger, more fulfilled life.